So their fundamental role is to praise and worship God. That's what they do. They are praising and worshiping God. They're also executors of judgment. Angels carry out God's judgment and warnings. The angels striking Egypt. That was one. And then we're going to look at later angels in Revelation. Because angels are all through the Bible. So we're going to get to see a little bit of all of that. They're spiritual warriors. And this is the one I like the best. When they fight against spiritual darkness and demonic forces on my behalf because I'm one of God's children. I love the fact that they are spiritual warriors. And I need my warring angels all the time. Because some of us get more hits from the enemy than other people. And you need those strong, bold warrior angels to be on assignment for you to help you through every situation that you're going through. And I think it's such a piece. I read a book on angels. And as I read this whole book, people were giving their real, true testimonies of experiencing angels. Has anybody in here experienced angels, had encounters with angels? Just you? Would you like to share?
Yes. So I will always be able to connect to my experience with the Bible. Like you can, if you have questions about if this was truly God, read the Bible and see if it matches up, if it aligns. So I was going through a very stressful time. I was in a relationship. It was very toxic. And I was confused on whether I should leave or if I should stay. So I'm trying to do all these different things to help myself and prosper in life. But this person, unfortunately, was like holding me back. I went to a job interview in the mall. And the people happened to not be there. Like they told me to show up at a certain time and they were not there. And so I was just waiting, but they never showed up. And then they called me and said, oh, we're going to have to reschedule. I was going through the mall, about to leave to catch my bus. And this lady, she was sitting in the front at the perfume section where the makeup and stuff was at. And she just stopped me and we started talking and she was just telling me some things specifically about like what I was going through. It was more so like wow, like you're speaking these words to me and they're exactly what I need right now in this moment. And she gave me a number to contact her. She said, we can always chat, we can always talk. So I received her number, I got her number. But as I always meant to go and call her to like just keep her updated and just thank her for that moment in time that she talked to me because it really helped me and ground me in what I should do. But literally, I would say it was probably about 2 years later I found that card with her number on it, and I was like, I never called her. And when I did try to call, the number was like out of service. So like people could say like, oh, maybe the number was like, maybe it's just... But truly that experience though, and just the presence and like what I felt when I seen her and when I thought about it and I was just thinking about it, tears just started rushing out. Like nothing could explain why I was crying in that moment. But I knew for a fact like that was an angel encounter. Like she met me there because she knew I needed to hear something to push me through, or it would have been detrimental for my life. I would have stayed in that relationship. But yeah, that was an experience.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Anybody else experienced angel encounters?
I know I wasn't saved.
Okay.
But I know it was an angel. Probably had to be multiple angels. They covered me. There was multiple gunshots. I'm looking at them, but I'm hearing them missing. I'm hearing them missing. I'm seeing the fire from the guns, but they're not hitting.
Penetrate.
Right.
Not hitting.
And there was no reason for them not to. You know what I'm saying? So there was no other explanation.
That's powerful.
And it's been more than one occasion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's powerful.
Yeah. God said he reigned on the just as well as the unjust.
Exactly. And the fact that God already knew your future. He already knew your future. That's how you were able to be saved from that whole situation. Because people may not always understand. If God knows your future, he will always set stuff up and send the angels on assignment to protect us. And that's why I can remember this. I remember back when, because we used to go to Miami a lot. I used to go to Miami. I used to spend the weekend, actually summers in Miami because my godparents were down there. But it was me, my mom, I think, and my grandmother. We all were going down south, and ended up having a flat tire. And some guy, and it's supposed to be, and I remember the story a little bit. He was on the other side, so he was in a different. But he saw. This is what he said. He pulls up. I think it was in a semi truck or something, and he changes the tire. When they turned around to tell him thank you, he was gone, like literally disappeared. So it was a little strange because a semi truck, it take a little bit. You're gonna see that semi, but they said Within them turn around and tell him thank you, he was gone, like he just vanished. And I was gonna make talk about a story. I had this book on angels, and one situation where the lady was facing this major surgery, and that night before the day of the surgery, it was a knock at the door. And when she opened the door, she said it was this tall, dark figure, like a black man. Tall. She said he had to be, oh my gosh, at least 6'6". She said he was tall with blue eyes. Wow. And she said that when she opened that door, he said to her that he was here to pray for her, to lay hands, and that she would not have to have the surgery. Next day, when she went to go for the pre-op, what they do, whatever happened from that man coming, this weird tall guy with blue eyes, when she went the next day, they said the surgery was no longer needed. So it'd be that kind of stuff, and it randomly happens to people. And sometimes we say in our heart, I wish it would happen to me. But it's randomly happening to people so they could give the story and the testimony. So I'll never forget that one because he was tall, black dude with blue eyes. Is so strange. Yeah. Even though I do have I have a cousin. She's deaf, but her eyes are blue. And when I say blue, they're piercing blue. Oh, wow. That don't happen all the time, but I do have a cousin in Tampa that she does have that. But it's a thing of things like that do happen. God can set it up for you. And so we just got to understand that angels are all around us. So let's look real quickly at the nature and characteristics. Of course, they are spiritual beings. They were created by God. They are distinct from humans. That is key for us to know. Existing in a spiritual realm, but capable of appearing physically. Yes. They exist in the spiritual realm, but they are capable of appearing physically. That is important to understand. That is amazing. They're not human. Humans do not become angels after death either, so they are separate creations. Now, some people try to say that. No. There's varying types of angels. Anybody want to take a crack at them? Crack at the different types of angels.
Like the names, like the seraphim and the.
Yep, that's one.
Seraphim is one. There's a cherubim.
Yep.
That's one.
And.
You got Michael, the archangel.
Archangels. Yes.
Man.
That's it. Yeah. Cherubims, seraphims, and archangels. Mm-hmm. Those are your varying angels. And then the power. So their power is greater than humans. But their power is derived from God. Yes. So they're greater than us. That's why we got to understand that they're here to help us because they're not human, for one. So as I'm looking further down, as we think about the Old Testament, what stories in the Bible did you see angels? Looking in the Old Testament. Thinking about it.
Did you see angels?
Oh, okay. Man. Let me just go down the list. Genesis 3:24.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was happening there? And if you need to go to it.
Wait,
Genesis 3:24.
I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna just guess before I do some research. Was this when Adam and Eve were like banned from the Garden of Eden, and then God had set up the angels to like basically keep them away from the tree of life? Mm-hmm. Is that?
Yeah, sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of angel was it?
Maybe judgment or. Wait, hold on.
Remember, you have cherubims, seraphims, and archangels.
I want to say seraphim. A seraphim angel. Seraphim angel.
What I'm looking at says cherubims.
Oh, cherubim. Okay, I was wrong. Cherubim. Okay.
But that's key to know. Know that they were the guardians of Eden. Yep. The cherubs with flaming swords guard the way back to the tree of life after Adam and Eve are expelled. God meant business. He didn't want nobody to be in there after that happened. How about Genesis 16? I'm gonna have y'all do a little digging. Yeah. Genesis 16. What is happening there? What is this story?
This is Genesis 16.
Sarai at the moment.
Huh?
You said Genesis 16?
Ain't that Noah?
Keep digging. Keep digging.
Noah. Genesis 16.
It says the angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, the spring of
Let's
the
Hagar and Jake. Hagar.
And he said, Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from and where are you going?
Hagar. Yep, an angel finds the mistreated Hagar, tells her to return to Sarah and promises her descendants. You see that? Yeah. The angel was on assignment right there. Yeah. Okay, how about Genesis 18? I think somebody kind of started mentioning it.
Genesis 18.
Isaac birth.
Okay. Yep.
Ooh.
Abraham's visitors. 3 visitors, understood as angels, appeared to Abraham announcing Sarah's future pregnancy. See, I'm trying to help us understand that because the angels are all through the Bible and they were used.
Oh, yeah.
They were used to get messages. How about Genesis 19?
The first verse automatically said the 2 angels came to Sodom in the evening and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. Yep.
Yes. Lot and the Sodom and Gomorrah. Listen, the angels are there. All right, let's go a little further. How about Genesis 28? This is how we doing Bible study, so y'all can go, dig a little bit. Genesis 28.
I like this a lot.
That's when Jacob and the ladder.
Jacob dreams of a ladder reaching to heaven with angels ascending and what? Descending. They were doing both. All right, so let's go to, because we're doing Old Testament right now. How about Judges 6? Judges 6.
Gideon.
Yes, an angel appears to Gideon, calling him to lead Israel against the Midianites. So, are you realizing? I think we read these stories all the time, and we see that the angels is an angel somewhere in here bringing and giving a message some kind of way, and we just don't understand that you can do the same thing in your own life. That God can send angels into your life to be able to speak a word, to encourage you, to motivate you, to tell you that there is danger. I've had some weird encounters, and that's why nothing. I mean, like I've said before, Godzilla could come walking down the middle of 441 right now, blowing fire out his mouth, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's Godzilla." Because after you experience so much stuff, you really nothing phases me. I'm telling you, if I see Godzilla right now, it'll be like, okay, all right. I know he really did exist. It just because there's just so much that has happened in this world. And you just got to think about it. But God always has his angels on assignment. How about Judges 13?
That's Samson's birth.
Yep. Samson's birth.
See there? Yep. An angel appears to Samson's barren mother, promising a son who will be a what? Nazarite. One of my favorite, and you're going to get it right off, is Daniel 6. Talking about Daniel in the lion's den. So it says the angel shut the mouths of the lions, protecting Daniel. That's how he was able to rest in a den filled with lions. The angels are on assignment to protect us and to keep us. Let me tell you something. I believe it or not, and I've always had a fear of dogs. I'm trying to get better about it, and I have. I'm praying that God has been great. I'm not afraid of little dogs anymore, for real. The big ones, we're still working on it. Cause sometimes some big dolls a little much. So I'm working on it. But I can remember a situation. I had got out my car. I was going to get my hair done. And I happened to be at a car repair shop, right? That my cousin's husband, he's from the islands. He owned it. It was over there by the livestock. When I got in that car and started walking, there was coming in front of me a pit bull. And I seen the pit bull. And I said, wait a minute, so let me turn this way. When I turned that way, what was coming around the other side of the vehicle was a Rottweiler. So I had a pit bull and a Rottweiler. But what I watched these dogs do, I couldn't go nowhere, let me tell you. But what I watched them do, and they came up quiet. So they both came. So one was here and one came up. But I watched them. I started praying right then. I said, Lord, I'm going to need your angels. Send them on, honey, because I need you to send them right now. I watched them do that and then just sit.
Oh.
What that mean, Marcus?
Wow.
That you was safe.
Okay. Hey, it was the strangest thing. Because I was about to let that fear, because listen, the pit bull, I said, oh, let me turn and go the other way. So I did that, the Rottweiler, because it's the bigger one, not the Doberman. And I said, I be, now what the world is happening here? Mm-hmm. But then I watched them sit down. Yeah. But they was in front of me. But they just sat.
Your angels getting away.
I said something happened that particular moment that they did not attack. They just sat down. And by that point, I could hear my cousin-in-law hollering out to the dogs. But I said, the angels already came, honey, because you over, I don't know where you was, but your dogs was about to do something. I don't know where you were. And those are some of, those are the bad dogs. Those are the ones that are considered bad dogs. I'm like, how you gonna have a pit bull and you got these dogs all over? I guess to guard his stuff. But man, I will never forget that to the day I die. But them angels was there. They was protective. Last one, Numbers 22. This is an interesting one. If you don't hear, I don't really hear people preach on this at all. Okay. This is helping you to dig a little bit. Numbers 22. That y'all read it.
This is the Balaam and the donkey.
Huh?
Balaam, the donkey and the donkey.
Balaam.
Balaam, the donkey and Balaam, yeah.
Balaam. An angel blocks the path of the prophet Balaam, causing his donkey to speak. Mm-hmm. See? So it just shows you, and that's all Old Testament. So now we're gonna get, and it's not as many I'm gonna look at in the New Testament, but some of our New Testament stories, I think people know more about these New Testament stories. The first one is Luke 1. What's in Luke 1? We just actually did a whole month dedicated to this one.
The birth of Christ?
Yeah. The archangel Gabriel appears to Mary, announces she will miraculously conceive Jesus. And this was, let me tell you, I don't know, now this is interesting. Why did God send the archangel to do this, to give this announcement? He sent the archangel Gabriel. We got in the Bible where it's just talking about angels of when, but this one was specifically Gabriel.
He came himself.
This is good. It's good though. This one was specifically Gabriel that was sent. It was Gabriel.
My guess, because of Gabriel's position in the spiritual realm as an angel, he's the archangel. Mm-hmm. He has a higher position. He's like a general, if you would say, or like a high command, right? And so Jesus, he was sent on this earth to where it talks about like government, I'm like people often think, oh, it's the physical government, but also think about heaven. You know, think about the Lord of Hosts. Think about the principalities. Like they're the positions that each angel might have. Like I think it was just showing how I'm gonna send my highest command angel to let the people know that my son is coming soon because of his position and because of Jesus' position. It's like a reflection of the hierarchy. That's what my guess is.
Yeah, it was just something. Yeah, but you see how if you really dig it and you looking at it, now this is one that was a little different because he sent the archangel, Gabriel, to give this. He could have really sent any angel. Seriously.
He could have.
Because there was nothing harmful happening at this moment. There was nothing, but he sent Gabriel, which I thought was very amazing. So that's good. It's good. All right, next one, Luke 2.
Oh, the shepherd and the angels.
Yeah.
See, at this point, it's plural. Angels appeared to shepherds, announcing the birth of the Savior. A multitude of angels praised God. So in this one, it was a whole bunch of angels. There's no names on them. It's just it was a whole bunch of angels during this point, right?
I have a quick question. So, would like a multiple angels be also known as legions, or is that only dealing with demonic?
Legions is a more here with demons, but here it's multitude.
Multitude, okay.
So the multitude of angels.
Okay, angel of multitude. It literally says that. Okay, cool.
Multitude. So that means that it was many of them. How about Matthew 2? What is this one? What are we seeing in Matthew 2? Because remember, all these books are telling the same story just from a different perspective.
Matthew 2, ain't the wise men, the 3 wise men. Matthew, and the wise men said wise men from the east. I mean,
Keep going. I mean, did you?
Oh. And so when they had
The flight into Egypt, Dr. Jesus said now when they had departed, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream.
There you go.
Oh.
I was looking for that part.
Oh.
An angel warns Joseph in a dream to flee to Egypt with Mary and Jesus to escape Herod. Right? Yes, sir.
I just wanted to elaborate on the question that she asked. There is a point where Jesus did refer to angels as legions, because at one point Jesus was like, you don't think my God, my Father could have 12 legions of angels come to my rescue? So legions is really literally just the amount that they use.
It's a lot.
But I was surprised when you asked that. I'm like, you know what? Jesus did say 12 legions of angels that come to come to my rescue at any moment. You know what I'm saying? So
He did.
And
You
it
said it. I
means a
just
lot.
remembered too. Thank you for that, brother.
And it means a lot.
Yeah.
Multitude, legions, all of them mean a lot. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
But I think the more, like when you're digging the word and you're beginning to see more, it's like, especially if you ask God to bring it all to life, it just comes off the page.
Hey, you know what? I just looked it up. And a Roman legion is about 6,000 soldiers.
See?
So 12 legions of angels is roughly 72,000 angels.
That's a lot of angels.
And that was when Jesus was arrested. And he was saying,
That's good. There.
I'm laying down my authority.
Yes.
I could call 72,000 angels to come and tear this place up.
And they would do so.
But because of my love for you,
Exactly.
I'm going to have them, because they was waiting ready. Jesus, you say the word.
Jesus say the word.
And we going to wipe them out. But the love of God is what held them back.
Exactly. And I like the part you just said, they were waiting and ready.
Oh, yeah.
So the angels are always ready to serve.
Oh, yeah.
The angels are always ready to come to our rescue. We just got to.
So that means that boy had 6,000 demons.
Yeah.
He had 6,000 demons in it. Now, so, because he was crawling on the ground You know what I'm saying? And Jesus
Do you
had,
watch other people like they really deal with some difficult
now
stuff?
imagine, see, you gotta, I just really let you know how blessed you are.
Yeah.
Cause imagine walking in,
There are many.
walking in this life, and I could probably count, you know what I mean, probably like 20 that are normal,
Yeah.
but 6,000? I don't even know 6,000 addictions or 6,000 people. You know?
Right.
Now imagine you going like, and it lets you know that
Yeah.
how strong Jesus was.
Yeah.
He said some of these don't come out but by fasting and prayer.
By fasting and prayer.
Yeah, you can't just call these out because it's 6,000 names.
Ooh.
That's a lot, boy. That's a lot, boy. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot. And I'm telling you, depending on the situation, they need it just like that. You know that there is always something happening right above our heads and in the spiritual realm.
Oh yeah.
And it's weird how some people get to see, and people have literally seen how demons look, and some people they don't know exactly what a demon looks like. But some people have got the glimpse and they get this. What would you say?
I said you don't even want to know what they look like.
Some of them. So have you witnessed it?
Mm-hmm.
See there? See some people, they get that they get the experience.
Do you mind, like,
Mm-hmm.
do you mind describing a little, or?
I've seen a couple.
Yeah.
One in particular, there's two, but one in particular I remember the most was actually in a dream of mine a few years ago, and it was like a fallen angel, and its wings were like burnt and like looked like they had been plucked out, and it was like this humanoid type thing, and it was disfigured, and you could just tell like that something that was evil right there, what it was, that even the way it talked, how it looked overall. And then also I saw one, I was like kind of like Snow White, where that evil lady, she had like the black kind of like like the clothing that was ripped up, all of that. I've seen like that one, but it didn't have a face. It was slashed across the face, but you could see a forehead and a chin and a mouth, but there was nothing across it at all. And then another one I had in a dream too was I forgot what they call that specific one, but it's like a sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah.
One. Yeah, and it had like the eyes, like almost if you were like, you know, those hypnotizing things that you see. That's what it looked like, and it almost looked like a Joker, and it was like literally over me in the dream, and I was just like stuck. So
she's a dreamer.
Yeah.
She is a dreamer. like that's something that God has given her. She's a dreamer.
Okay, so I just want to share real quick. You dream. I have visions. There was a vision I had before. There were orbs, different color orbs, and I always wonder, like, is that demonic? Is this angelic? Like, what is this? Because I seen 3 different color orbs, and it was broad daylight. And then I seen a shadow. Once the daylight came, I seen the shadow like go hide behind whatever, because it was daylight. But then the vision changed into like it was just pure darkness, and there was like 3 different colors I saw, and they were just moving, right? And I didn't know if it was a good feeling or a bad feeling. I was very confused in that moment because I never seen or experienced anything like that. But I was awake. I was not asleep. I was reading my Bible, and a vision just came across me like as I was reading. The next day, I decided to tell my mom about it. She was like, well, that's crazy, because in my room, I woke up at a certain time, and I also seen like orbs just like there. When I blinked and I opened my eyes, they were gone.
Wow.
And so, like, I had a vision of like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm still to this day, like, I don't know if it was like, because angels, you know, they're spiritual beings.
Exactly.
And they can show up different ways.
Exactly.
So I don't know if it, I don't know. To this day, I don't know what the orbs, if they were angelic or demonic, to be honest. But I know that once I did pray over her in her room, she hasn't experienced it since then. That's all I know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
it's crazy.
It is.
You're a dreamer. girl.
Yeah, she knows
That's
definitely
so
a dreamer.
cool. That's so
And
cool.
visions. You know, God gives us all different things. Some of us can see stuff on people just straight out the blue. You can see it as you're watching them and picking up on different things. And you know, I can really see if a person is demon possessed. You know, I pick up on that. I can see them in full worship. I can see them in full worship.
Wow.
And it really be, you know, it's this feeling that you get that something's not right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when you know something is not right. So that means that certain people, like even in here, like we've had two people that come with some different things, and they have not been delivered. I'm not naming names, but one person right now, they're struggling to come here. They're struggling to come to church. There's something that hits them that keeps them. I already know what it is. You know, as to what's happening, because I prayed for you, and it was, you know, so it was a lot happening. There's a torment, and it's just a lot that's there. So the fact that you're struggling, and every time you want to come through the doors, they can't even come here.
Wow.
That is a stronghold. And that's the stuff that I'm like, Lord, I'm about to gird up a little stronger this year. I'm about to get a little bit, you know, because it's tough.
Now that you
Straight up demon.
now that you've seen those, have you seen like angels around people as well?
Somewhat. I don't see that as much as I see demons. But you know, it just depends. Like some people, like for me, I'm more like a demon slayer. Like
that's true.
So it becomes that I can see that stuff a little bit. And they have conversations with me. You know, like people, the people talking about it's really the demon having conversation. So I've been getting to experience that, and I've watched. Like I said, I've been in some look like it was an exorcist situation. I mean, and the people just yelling. I said, the first of y'all don't even know how to handle this situation. They yelling, and that girl was ready to choke them out. She was gonna choke them out. Now, but in me, she's literally talking to me. Like we're having a whole conversation. Because I wanted to be able to talk to what's inside of her. And sometimes God was just God had to speak to me sometimes with just a word. Like when I seen this young lady, he said Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene had multiple demons.
Did she? Wow.
And so when her sister, when this young lady that I had to encounter like that, we was there for a few hours trying to battle with her. So it was a few hours. And at the end, she was like, I'm tired now. Oh, Lord. Sitting in Indians. She said, I'm tired now and I need to rest.
It was just building up for round two.
So when things come out of people like that, and you're in an area, how do you know that doesn't jump onto somebody else?
It can.
They got open portals, spiritual.
All I know is that night that all that started going down, and I had because I had actually started praying for her, and I was about to touching her. She said, "Oh no," she said, "Oh no," and I knew right then. I said, "Oh, this about to be a night." I already knew it. I knew it, and she started backing up, and when she got to that stage, this was at Mary Sue Rich.
Wow.
When she got to that stage and she slid back, people got up and walking out. They was done.
I say yeah. I'm ahead out.
It was a visitor that came here that you prayed for. Remember her?
Yeah.
That's who I was gonna ask about. Like, did you see that on her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That lady?
Oh, you talking about the one with
Did we?
On the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Did you see that on her? But when
That's
she
how I
came
remember.
in,
That's our church member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She joined.
It came up. It came out of her.
Oh.
Amen to that though. Praise God for that.
You remember the lady, the girl?
God gave me an interpretation of what you saw. Most angels, when they appear, they
Some
say,
of the
"Fear
orbs?
not." Yeah.
Okay.
They say, "Fear not," and because you didn't have the spirit of fear,
yeah, that's what I was supposed to say. When you don't,
that means that the entity wasn't evil. Most evil spirits bring evil feelings, like dark feelings, and because it didn't overwhelm you with darkness, that means it had to be something else.
Warning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a warning for me to be able to intercede for my mother.
There you go.
That's
And
what
the
it
fact that your
was.
mom saw it.
That's what it was.
And because your mama seen it,
And she's
you know what
seeing
I'm
it
saying,
too.
that led you to go to your mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Bless you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bless you.
You alright? Do you need a Kleenex?
God is good. We
You know that
good.
God, that lets you know how connected y'all are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That just lets you know.
Yeah. And she's so proud of you. I can tell you that. And she's proud of you.
Wow.
So that's why you need to keep your mom prayed up.
Yes.
That's all your mom
Keep her
did.
prayed
And
up.
keep looking for signs.
Yes.
Because that might be your connection to who you need to pray for next.
Yes. Thank y'all. Wow.
Exactly. Okay, so as we have 15 minutes left, I want to segue into, because we're getting ready to get into the book of Revelation. All right, and so angels are in the book of Revelation too, right? So as we segue, because we got like just 15 minutes before we end in this. So of course we know angels serve as a divine messenger, agents of God, judgment. They do all of those things. So as we're looking, there are so many different angels. There's even, as we're going to get into Revelation, we're going to see all kind of things happening. Key figures like the 7 angels with plagues, the 4 angels holding the winds, and the 3 flying angels delivering final warnings, alongside figures such as Michael, while also representing the spiritual guardians of the 7 churches. See, that's the 7 churches, and we're getting ready to get into the 7 churches. So through interpretations vary on whether these angels are literal celestial beings or human pastors. We're not going to be talking about these 7 churches, right? So we're going to be getting into them. So these things we need to start looking at. Angels of the churches. So I know when we start, it's Revelation 1st chapter, 20th verse, and then going like to the 2nd, 3rd. It's going to all be there. Jesus identifies these as the stars in his hand, interpreted as either supernatural guardians or more commonly human messengers / pastors, right? So when we start to look at these 7 churches, it's going to be a lot that unfolds. A lot of people avoid Revelation. People really don't preach on Revelation. So
I got a dad church. Oh.
that's good. Ah!
Oh, wow.
That's good. So the church you're going to talk about is a dad church.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord. You dang.
It's a lot of dead churches.
Showing up is, boy.
They are dead. You might as well bury them 6 feet under. They so dead. So no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We're going to look at the 4 angels holding the winds. So these angels restrain the destructive winds until God's servants are sealed, showing control over natural elements. So then the 7 angels with trumpets and plagues. So these significant angels, this is in Revelation 8th chapter. So these significant angels standing before God announce and execute God's final judgments and wrath through trumpet blasts and pouring out bowls of plagues. Would you say we're living in the last evil days now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Would anybody really say that?
I would guess the 2nd or 3rd scroll.
You think it's the 2nd or 3rd scroll?
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out which one we in. Because you know what, over time things have happened. Even 100 years, like when COVID hit, it disrupted a lot, and everybody was so shocked. But 100 years prior,
Was the influenza.
it was a big thing that happened that killed hundreds of thousands of people as well. So every so often, it's like something happens to come clean the earth. Something. So then we have the 3 flying angels that'll be in Revelation 14. These proclaim the everlasting gospel, warning people to worship God and fear judgment, preparing the world for the second coming of God. I think this is the perfect time as we're pivoting as a church. I think it is time. I held off for a long time on even getting in Revelation, but I think that we are just right for us to start getting into this. And then there's the mighty and splendid angels. Their powerful angels appear with divine messages, keys to the abyss, and authority, often symbolizing God's power and sovereignty. So it's literally looking at a lot of different angels and what they're here for, what they will be coming for. But I believe with all my heart, I would say, are we living in the last and evil days? Will some of us who are probably sitting in this room now be alive when Jesus comes? What do you think?
Say that again.
I don't think so.
Will some of us in here be alive when Jesus come back?
Oh.
I don't think so. Yeah, you don't know, but
Really, we can say we never know.
yeah.
Never know.
One thing that I'm gonna tell you that I've always thought about.
You read in Revelation. revelation. He said.
One thing that I've always thought about, when the time when Jesus is soon to come, because nobody knows, but prophecies are gonna cease.
So you say it's gonna be like, what's the name when you had that long period of no more prophets?
But prophecies will cease.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
There will be, because why? If Jesus is soon to come, why people gonna be prophesying and telling somebody in 10 years, you know, it won't be none of that stuff.
Right.
If they true prophets, because everybody want to be prophets, especially in the black church. I'm sorry, but everybody want to be prophets in the black church. I ain't never seen this many prophets in the black churches. Everybody's prophet this, prophet that, prophetess. Like in the other churches, they don't even. It's not.
They
No.
don't even have it.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know, it's one of these things where everybody want a word or they think that they're hearing from God, and so you have to really know that you really are hearing from.
I was gonna say, you gotta be so connected with God to you.
That's it.
You know what's real and what's not real. You know.
That's
Let
it.
them speak and let them go on one ear and go out the other and say, okay, I'm sitting down. That's why I am very particular about people laying their hands on me. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude or be mean, but I am very, very particular about people laying their hands on me because they can be praying demons in you, but they speaking to something else out so you can hear it. I don't like. I've always been like that. My mom used to tell me to stop, but
that's biblical though. That's biblical because God does tell us to test the spirit. We can't trust everything. So
I remember one time we was in church at when Bishop was over there at Ed Crosby. It was a pastor that came. I don't know his name, but he wanted to pray, and I don't know. I looked at Bishop. I had to get permission first. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people putting their hands on me. If I don't know you, you're not put your hands on me. But I looked at Bishop, and Bishop gave that nod. So, okay, if he gave that nod, then, you know, I can do it. Yeah, I don't know you.
You gotta be careful.
Oh, gosh.
But he did say in them times that in them times that people would be here. They still would be here.
Yeah, everybody's not going to die.
Everyone's not gonna die, but if you make it, if you make through the 7 years of tribulation, that's the part that gets you to 7 years of tribulation, because that's when you were talking about the horses gonna come and those gonna come. They're gonna be so hungry that they're gonna pay just to eat, and then some will get so bad where they get the mark of the beast. So if you survive in that area right there, then you can do that, and stuff. Because back in the day, they're gonna kill you for His name and stuff. But you get the seal of God, which is the Holy Ghost. If you get that seal, you'll go back with Him.
And we're already kind of moving. So I do see the spiritual warfare between the Republicans and the Democrats. I see it loud and clear. I see what the Republicans are trying to stand for on a lot of the things, like they are against abortion. They don't like the gays and lesbians, all that stuff. They're completely trying to be. And then on the other side, you got the Democrats, who is about love, loving everybody, loving everything. You can't talk about nobody. So it's such a struggle. And what I'm seeing is that somehow it's coming in this very weird way as to how even the mark of the beast is coming. It's coming so differently that people are really not going to understand until it's like here. But you got to have openness. I was looking at the symbols that they were of the mark of the beast, and it's not it's not a 666. It's not the number 666. It's a certain symbols, and so it's a lot there. People are already trying to get chips. They're wanting to give people chips now for certain things. I mean, just think about this. I was thinking about this the other day. Pennies are no longer in circulation. They're slowly going to be getting rid of money and coins. Everything is going to be digital. I watch everybody who use their phone to pay for stuff now. You're using, everything is so changing. The world is slowly changing over to this new system that I believe is going to be where people can't get certain things. I feel bad sometimes because I can still use dollar bills and I take change and stuff. And I'm like, I be laughing because that's not, and then to watch, especially the younger people, sit up there and try and count it. I say, now this is what the problem is. Because they don't even know how to count change and count. I be watching them. I say, now this is so pathetic because of where we are. They don't even have to do this. So they look at the people crazy who come up there with dollars and change. Because now they got to sit there and try and count it out. And they don't know how to. So our time is really moving in a new direction. Like these iPhones, they are a little scary. Everything, all the Apple. I'm gonna tell you, Apple is just weird. And it's listening to me. See, heard it. Apple is just weird. Period. Because all I gotta do is this facial recognition is one thing. It's on point. It's on point. Having this facial recognition. Because right now, in certain things, I don't even have to have my passcode like for other stuff. But as long as it's recognizing my face, it's just gonna let me go ahead and go to my certain things as long as it see my face. So it's like it just shows you that we're moving into a new system. God is soon to return. He's sooner, but still no man knows the day nor the hour. And I asked that question, will you be here? You may or may not be. We don't know. Huh?
So you want to be here for them 7 years. You want to go on first flight. You don't want to be for the 7 years. I'm telling you, it's man, that thing, it's bad. Man, the 7 years of tribulation, because the 3 years are going to be good, and the last 3 years he's going to break. And they going to pour out all, you talking about some killing. Read this, man.
So that's why we're getting ready to get into Revelation.
Let's get into it, yeah.
So everybody can get the straight understanding of it, what it means. Because there are a lot of interpretations of Revelation. Some of them are misinterpretations of the book as well.
Right.
I'm for real.
You're right.
Some of them people have given some misinterpretations of this book.
Yeah, I'm saying nothing like
So,
that.
huh?
I'm saying nothing like that. They took it out of left field.
I have a really quick question. What do you, I guess what I just want to ask, like, what is it to say to those people who have received visions or dreams of the end of the world, of Revelation, like coming into fruition? Because there's been people that post on TikTok about like, oh, Jesus is coming, I had a dream. Like there's people who haven't said anything.
They have done that for years.
Yeah, for years.
People who are not dead and gone.
Yeah.
Have had that dream. I was 12 years old when I heard Jesus was coming back, and I about died. I gave my life to the Lord. Because they were like, Marcus, don't be mad at laughing. I was 12.
Yeah.
And that's how I got in on adult conversation that I wish I would have never did.
Yeah.
I was hyperventilating, panic attacks. I was like, I just need to get set. Like it was a whole vibe. Here I am. That was 12 years old. I'm 45. I'm trying to help you understand. People have had dreams and visions. They thought the world was gonna end when the Y2K. Just recently, there was
2012,
something that
and then there was another
went viral, and all the people they was over there in Africa. I felt really bad for them people. They all standing out there because Jesus was supposed to be coming back on whatever day.
Because some
and
man
I'm
said
looking,
so.
and I'm saying, I'm sitting up here watching these people, and ain't nothing happening. But they out there in this field, looking like this.
Wow.
Ready.
Man, when we talk about when you said like 2000 new millennium, because I came out.
So I'm gonna tell you, it's hard for me when I hear people saying that they have had these visions of when, but still no man knows that they know the hour.
Not even the Son of Man.
Exactly.
He don't even know when it's
So that's why I say when people try to act like they know, I do this like for real.
How you know Jesus?
How did God just handpick you?
Right.
Jesus first appeared.
So when we see that stuff now, you know that's so people can get especially a whole bunch of followers and likes because they up here throwing out. I'm gonna tell you, we are in such an information age. I sometimes have to literally just walk away from my phone and leave it over because you can get so caught up on that. You could be on Instagram all day. People be on that stuff all day. I literally have to walk away from my phone and just get away. You know, so
he couldn't. If all the seals got to be open for Jesus to even come.
Somebody say that we're in the sixth seal.
Yeah, all the seals got to be open before he come. You cannot come before all the seals open. Because that's when he going to call all that havoc on the earth. That's when he going to come in his glory. So when he say
what if
you gotta come
the seventh seal is open
and he still don't come?
and he still don't come at that time? And it's still some years later.
Right.
Nobody know that.
I'm telling you.
I can't argue with you on that.
No, I'm just saying.
Right.
Because we could be so accurate from what we're, but still no man knows the day nor the hour.
Even the angels don't know. Even the Bible said the angels don't
So
know.
we just literally have to, you gotta live, really, the key is to live your life as if he could be coming back, and also to live it as if maybe he pulls your number.
And Revelation is not a literal book.
Thank you.
It's a vision.
Thank you.
It's a book to be
Thank you.
interpreted.
Thank you.
Exactly, that's what it is.
So to
Thank you.
to go to Revelation and think that we finna see a travailing a wet woman with an ocean leaking out and a dragon coming. And
Some of that stuff is metaphor.
it's metaphorically meaning like it's for us to break down into.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And each one of us can read it and get a whole different interpretation.
And thank you.
And it doesn't even mean that each one of us are wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's how, if God said He gives you every man is given a measure of faith. It's how deep are you willing to go into it? You know what I'm saying? So Revelation, it started off as this is a vision I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's this thing of, yeah.
So this is
It's just like the book Heaven or Hell, and then there's one where the person they died and went to hell.
I hate that book.
Revelation to hell.
Yeah, I hate that
Revelation.
book.
Let me tell you.
That book
I
is
can't
viral.
I couldn't stand it. I was
And
in
there
jail.
was there was not even a lot of social media
Yeah.
back then, but
that
the
book.
book went viral.
The thing about it, what I didn't like about the
Divine
book,
riches,
which
divine
which
heaven
discredited the whole book to me, threw it in the trash.
Oh, gee.
Trash book. Why? Because Satan going to hell too.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the ruler of hell.
Yeah.
And in the book, it was like, oh yeah, he gonna be there just tormenting you and poking you and burning you up. He gonna be burning too. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be cast, even hell is gonna be cast into the lake of fire.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? To be burnt up. So it
It
was a marketing tool that people. It was one of those like back in those days, we was feared in the love of God. You know what I'm saying?
We were back in the day. You were
yeah.
feared into
You
doing
were
it
feared in it.
instead of with the loving because they didn't know no better.
Yeah, you want to go to hell?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You better stop drinking. You want to go? You better stop shacking.
And see, that's why I know now you can't just say that
All right, everybody scared of hell?
because people like
We going through hell right now.
yeah, and it's like well, does hell really? Because this is the
They
response
say
now. Does hell really exist?
Oh yeah.
Like they getting ready to now
Yeah.
analyze everything. So I talk like I tell my parents all the time. I say y'all have no clue. Y'all, cause y'all, but this whole new generation, you can't just come and say that to them.
They look like you
You be
crazy.
like, oh, we living it right now.
Cause now,
Yeah.
because now that they gonna have to hear something else. And so back then it worked for me. That's all they had to tell me.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they had to tell
You
me.
can't be repeating.
But today, they are not looking at that like that. You got so many people that are now atheists.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even believe in God at all. Period.
But as soon as they finna get in the car, then, oh my God.
They say like,
Come on, man. Then,
Yeah. So-
who this higher power you call it on then?
yeah.
Ain't Jesus who you call it on. It gotta be a higher power you call it on somebody.
So this is our segue in. I started with the angels, and I want to talk about angels because I want to finish what I was saying from Sunday, and then talk about the angels that's in Revelation. So now we are getting ready to go into Revelation. I think everybody's ready.
Judgment. Oh God.
Huh?
I said them angels gonna bring judgment. They ain't playing no more.
Well, I think it's good about them churches.
Oh yeah, I'm good about it.
There is a book I wanted us all to read
Playing, right?
called I Am a Church Member, and I got the book at home.
Oh,
And it breaks down what a church member really is and how they're supposed to. It's a little book. And we actually did it for one of our Bible study series, Dr. Jorna, when she was still living. And it was called I'm a Church Member. And it's a great book. I may still purchase them. But I think we started good right here with these looking at these churches. So we get to see the different churches. And actually I had a pastor's wife give me a book called, and I'm gonna read it, especially now that we're on this. I'm gonna read the book because I've been holding it. It's right by my bed.
old book.
But it's the autopsy of a dead church.
Ooh,
Wow.
it's gonna be good. Autopsy.
The autopsy, because you gotta dissect what killed the church.
Oh.
That sounds
Okay,
good.
wait.
So I'm gonna
Because I got to get that book too.
So the autopsy of a dead church. So I got the book. She wanted me to get it, especially because I'm pastoring. Because there's just different things you need to know. You know, you just need to know. And that's why you also got to be careful of people who are wanting to come in and wanting to be a part. I'm watching people now. I got somebody, and I ain't saying I don't know this guy. A young guy in his 30s, but he obviously watches what we do. He watches our ministry. And he's just reached out to me randomly. And the number was a number that was like in Louisiana, somewhere like that. And he said he's a prophet. And he was like, he wants to connect. He would like to even come down here. First thing I thought about was your dream of seeing a guy come in the church. He came in to speak, but then he came in and it stored discord. Something you gave me the dream, and it kind of tore the church up. And when you say he was walking out and he looked back, the eyes. And so, not to say this guy, but this guy has been so adamant. He's been calling me like,
need no prophets.
Hold on.
I'm pastor of prophets.
Yeah. and he's been calling me like every day. And it's like, what? Yeah, calling my number. And because I talked to him one time. And then he's just been, I'm like, now
That
you
sound like a bugaboo to me.
I need to answer that phone.
And so the fact that he's called so often is like, no, sir.
No.
This is a little extra. I don't know about it. It's a little scary.
You coming from
Because
Louisiana?
I don't know. No, actually, he's in Mississippi.
Oh, still Mississippi.
And
too.
so it's a thing of like, you know, you have to pray on stuff. And the last
Is the
thing,
text not number?
huh?
Is the text not
It's
number?
a regular number. And so his last message to me, because he's been calling me like every day. And so I had to say to him, I said, well, I don't even know you for anything to be an emergency. He said, I need to talk to you, it's an emergency. Like after and I said, I don't even know you like that for it to be an emergency.
Right.
For me.
Right.
You
And
better
so-
watch what you let in your spirit, boy.
Thank you. And so even that. And so I'm very, and then he said the words, oh, well, I would like for you to be my overseer. What the world?
We don't share
I
like
was,
that.
I almost
Sounds
said
all
that.
right.
And it started with an H.
We don't share like that.
So it becomes that I'm like,
If you could, you go sit behind right there
There you go.
And watch.
and watch.
So he even sent me his video of him preaching, one of the videos of him preaching.
Put it in the group chat.
Yeah.
Let us vote.
Yeah,
So, but I tell people, I have the strangest encounters with
What's
people.
his name?
I have the strangest encounters with people. And it could be that maybe he just really does need that. I don't know, but I'm just skeptical.
Pray on it.
Very.
Let God seek
Yeah,
you.
that's a little.
I say
Especially
no.
calling you. Yeah. every
Especially
day.
with you being so adamant.
Yeah.
You keep calling me back to back.
Calling.
Yeah.
No, that's strange.
You can't put your name on anything.
So now I got
That's
to
your
go
name. You
back.
overseer. My